Was Jericho Tyler's back with the final pay-per-view of 2001 Vengeance. 4 competitors, 3 matches, 2 champions, 1 undisputed champion. And this is a very, very good pay-per-view. And finally got that bad taste out of our mouths because of that shitty invasion angle. December 9th at the San Diego Sports Arena in San Diego, California. And, well, the show begins with, well, before we get that, Paul Heyman is no longer on commentary. Thank God. We got Jerry Lawler, finally. And see you later, Paul, for another year when you manage Brock Lesnar. But, yeah. And, Ric Flair was the consortium because Shane and Stephanie stalked their consortium. Ric Flair's the consortium, and now they're partners. And also, I gotta mention this: on the SmackDown before Vengeance, The Rock forced Vince McMahon to kiss Rikishi's big ass. Well, basically, he rock bottom and grabs Vince, and Rikishi moves him, and then The Rock shoved Vince into Rikishi's big ass. He actually did it for The Rock this time. And no, it's not him running over Stone Cold. Fuck that storyline. Yeah, Vince cuts a promo saying how humiliating he was when he got his face gets shoved into Rikishi's ass. And yeah, this is the first Vengeance pay-per-view. And now why was this show? They should have done the first of those 203 change matches, like do the WWF Championship match first, and then the World Heavyweight Championship match in the middle. Yeah, it's not called the WCW Champion anymore. It's not called the WCW Champion anymore. It's called the World Championship. But I'm calling it the World Heavyweight Championship for the sake of this. But anyways, this is the last pay-per-view of 2001. And let's see how the show playing out. Like I said, it was a fun, very good pay-per-view. But we started with a Heat tag team match. Albert and Sky Too Hotty for some reason are a tag team. Defeats Christian and Test. Should not have been on the card before. It was just a bonus match, Jim Ross said. Anyways, Edge defeats William Regal for the Intercontinental Championship, so Edge retains the Intercontinental Championship, thankfully. Well, you were not holding it until the following year, the Royal Rumble, which was the next pay-per-view. But 97 is the next year I'm doing. But anyways. Yeah, Edge will retain his Intercontinental Champion, and good match. 7. Anyway, then we have Jeff Hardy defeating Matt Hardy where Leah's the referee. 4. Again, these two were better as tag team than as rivals. So there's that. Anyways. The Dudley Boys defeat an oddball team at this time. Big Show and Kane. Why I'm saying oddball at this time? Because they didn't mess with the tag team in 2001. But fast forward 2005, they did. Weird. Average match. Average match 5. Okay, then the show gets back up. Undertaker defeats Rob Van Dam for the Hardcore Championship. The Undertaker will win his first and only Hardcore Championship. Undertaker now becomes Big Evil, because he demanded respect, and then and he turned heel by punching Jim Ross, and he told Robert, you got to learn if you want to survive in the WWF. So he challenged him for the Hardcore Championship. Really fun Hardcore Championship match. And the 24/7 rule by the 20 was just not existent until WrestleMania 18. But who had the balls to sneak up on the Undertaker or something? Yeah, nobody doesn't want to take that championship from him until 2002. But yeah, fun match. I give it an 8.5. And then we have Trish Stratus defeating Jacqueline. This lasted 3 minutes, but decent match for the 3 minutes they given. But they had to save time for the 3-match Undisputed title match. But, yeah. 6. And then I'm just gonna combine the 3 matches. So the first one is for the WWF Championship. Again, why couldn't they put the WWF Championship match in the beginning and have the World Heavyweight Championship match in the middle and have the final match in the main event? Whatever. Stone Cold Steve Austin defeats Kurt Angle for the WWF Championship, so Austin will go into the main event. And then Chris. Oh, by the way, that match was way better than the SummerSlam match and the Unforgiven match with Austin and Angle, because the Dynamics are better this time around, because Austin is now again a face and Angle is a heel. So yeah. And then Chris Jericho defeats The Rock for the World Heavyweight Championship. So it's going to be Jericho versus Stone Cold in the main event. So yeah, Vince McMahon interferes, and yeah. And then finally, the big Undisputed Championship main event. Chris Jericho, the World Heavyweight Championship, defeats Stone Cold, the WWF Championship. So Chris Jericho is the Undisputed Champion. And in the beginning, Kurt Angle hits Austin with a steel chair. And then The Rock comes back in and rock bottoms Chris Jericho and then chases Jericho out. Chases him to the back. And then Vince and Ric Flair comes involved. And then Booker T comes involved and calls Austin the match. And then leads to that hilarious shopping mall brawl. And yeah, Chris Jericho is the Undisputed Championship. I know this isn't the right. This is like the current Jericho, and this is not the right WWE champion, but yeah, he become the Undisputed and by being both The Rock and Stone Cold. And now the combined match, I give it a 9. But the first one was 14, and the other world title was 19 to the main event was 12 minutes. So it's like 49 minutes, I believe, or something like that. I don't know. Or 47, whatever it was. But yeah. So yeah, Vengeance, I give it 7.9 out of 10. The beginning was weak, but when the Hardcore Championship came in, the show was better. But again, why couldn't they have Austin and Angle first, and then Rock Jericho in the middle, and then have Jericho and Austin in the main event? But whatever. That's all 2001. Oh, thank God. And 97 is next, like I mentioned. I already did Beer Legal and Halloween Havoc 97, so I'll put those on the playlist. But yeah, so Rumble 97, and then NWO sold out. Oh boy. And we're back to being longer reviews series, but yeah. And I'll do my SummerSlam reviews sometime later or before the event, so yeah. I'll probably do it right after the season. I forget what season I'm now on, but yeah. Next season will be after SummerSlam, so yeah. Bye. The other one finally over. And we have Jericho as the Undisputed Champion. Finally. Bye.